Imagine waking up just gasping for air because you had this hyper-realistic dream about tiny insects crawling into your ear to, like, eat you from the inside out.
Yeah, which is a fear that has actually haunted people for centuries, by the way.
Right. It's absolutely terrifying. Well, welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at this really fascinating story about two boys, Kesser and Steen, who are trying to manage an insect problem in their garden. And our mission today is basically to separate these creepy bedtime myths from the actual reality of the earwig.
Exactly. And that nightmare scenario you just mentioned, that's exactly where Steen's story begins. His dad told him this old story about earwigs burrowing into people's heads while they sleep.
Which, I mean, if you're a kid, that is pure nightmare fuel.
Oh, 100%. But then Steen and his friend Kesser consult this local nursery worker. They call him the man in the green shirt.
Right.
And he just immediately debunks the whole thing. The root of this entire myth is actually purely visual.
Wait, visual? Like they actually look like ears?
Yeah, the earwig's hindwings, they fold up in this incredibly intricate way that makes them look remarkably like a human ear.
Oh, wow. So it's basically like a centuries-old game of telephone.
Pretty much,
Like
yeah.
a simple physical resemblance to an ear just morphs into this completely terrifying, sleep-ruining urban legend for you.
Human perception literally shaped our feels here. I mean, the man in the green shirt even shows the boys a 55-million-year-old earwig fossil, just to prove that, these are ancient, resilient survivors.
Not brain-eating invaders.
Exactly.
Right. They've been around way longer than our ears have. But, okay, if they are looking for human ears, why are they even hanging around our houses and gardens in the first place?
Well, it really just comes down to their biology. They are strictly nocturnal,
Yeah.
and they exhibit this thing called negative phototaxis.
Negative phototaxis, meaning like they run away from light.
Exactly. So at dawn, they're desperately seeking out damp, dark hiding spots.
Got it. But once the sun goes down, I was reading that their diet is essentially like that of a mercenary.
Right. Yeah, they are total opportunists.
Because they might raid your garden by munching on tender commercial flower petals, which obviously makes nursery workers hate them. But then they also protect the castle, so to speak.
Right, because they also consume massive amounts of sap-sucking pests like aphids, spider mites, even harmful fungi. They are voracious predators of the things that actually destroy your plants.
Wait, so if they eat the actual destructive bugs like aphids, aren't gardeners just, shooting themselves in the foot by killing them off?
Yeah.
We label them as pests, but they're literally acting as free exterminators.
Yeah, it's a huge paradox. And that conflicting reality is exactly what forces Steen and Kesser to rethink their entire approach to the garden.
Because they can't just let the earwigs destroy the flowers.
No, but wiping them out with harsh chemicals or, like, cruel glue traps means losing all those free exterminators you just mentioned.
Right. Okay, so how Kesser and Steen are going to fix the earwigs issue? Because they actually come up with a really brilliant fix.
They do. Steen comes up with a mechanical solution rather than a chemical one.
Yeah. They take a small clay flower pot, they stuck it full of hay, and then they just place it upside down on a post near the affected plants.
Which perfectly exploits that negative phototaxis we talked about earlier. When dawn breaks, the earwig's biological imperative kicks in.
Because they need to hide.
Right. They need a dark, tight space to hide from the sun. So they instinctively crawl right up into that hay-filled pot.
Honestly, should we even call this a trap? I mean, to me, it sounds more like a drive-through bird buffet.
That is literally what it becomes.
They're just weaponizing the insect's own biological clock.
It's so smart, because then the local birds swoop in, they empty the pod to feed their chicks, and they even pull out the hay to build their nests.
Oh, that is so cool. So the system just relies on natural predators to keep the ecosystem balanced.
Yeah, much like letting chickens roam your garden or setting up birdhouses for titmice.
So I guess the takeaway for you, the listener, is next time you see a bug in your garden, before reaching for the pesticide, maybe ask yourself what it's actually doing there.
Right. It's a fundamental shift from fearing these insects to actually working alongside nature's rhythms, which brings up Kesser's lingering question at the end of the story.
Oh, right, where he asks why humanity's first instinct is always just to get rid of insects we don't understand.
Yeah, instead of taking a moment to appreciate their utility.
It's a great point. And it actually leaves me with one more thing for you to ponder today. If earwigs have successfully survived for 55 million years by adapting to almost any environment, how might these ultimate survivors evolve to thrive in the increasingly artificial, concrete landscapes of our future cities?
Oof, that is a really unsettling thought.
Right. Will they find new, unexpected places to hide while we're all sleeping? Think about that tonight. Imagine